Instagram friends. Wow, it's been a really long time since I've gone live on IG. I'm usually on Facebook. That's where most people want it. But you all voted, and just about everyone asked for me to go live on here. So here I am in our playroom / where Ada sleeps. Twin life. We had to separate them for some sleep training help, right? But I just want to dive right in. I hope you all are having a really good time this weekend as much as we can right now. Some of us are loving being at home a lot more. Some of us might be going a little stir crazy. So either way, I hope you have a chance to watch this over the next 24 hours. Get your questions in. Like, this is a conversation. Use the comment box, the message box. I would love to talk with you and answer all of those questions that you have of anything that I've talked about, hinted towards, or whatever. We're all in this together. And so community is like super important right now. So that's what I'm here for. Hi, Elizabeth, which is a great segue. So I run another Instagram account called Moxie Social. It's moxie.social with my girl Elizabeth. And if you're just like wanting to learn more, see what this whole oily life can look like, I hope you follow us over there. We post every single day, but Sundays. We're in stories a lot, and our whole goal is to create community and empower our people, right? So I hope you can follow us. I'm also gonna post up a graphic with other accounts that I love that post often that you can learn from too. Because why not? If we're just sitting on our phones at home more, let's learn some things, right? I'm like still crazy trying to set things up, but I do want to just say a few things before I talk about oils and my kids, okay? One being, I have been using Young Living products and oils for almost 5.5 years. It's been a really awesome personal journey, and for my family, it's changed so much. So everything that I'm going to share with you guys is personal experience. I am not a doctor. I am not your doctor. I do not cure, diagnose, treat any of those things. We are all about just being healthy and happy and using the tools that we have at hand. And so I'm just going to share with you what I do and what I use. All right? That's what we're going to think about moving forward. Using Young Living products was a no-brainer for me. Literally, it just takes like 5 minutes on Google and on Young Living's websites to learn how amazing this company is. Quality standards like no other. We are the first, and we're leading the way in wellness and essential oils for sure. We've done it first, and what I love about that, we're like 26-year-old company. I love because we've made mistakes as a company and we've learned from them. We've done all of the things, and so some of these new companies popping up are just trying to follow along. But we have the history that I trust. Quality, so important. We're talking about babies here. Little tiny squishy babies and really soft baby skin and little tiny bodies. So we're always, as parents, aware and cautious of what we bring in to our homes, but also what we're putting on our babies. So I am only talking about Young Living products. Do not rush to Target and stock up on whatever they have on their shelves. It's just not the same, okay? We have such high standards. And I will say all of our products, like our lotions and things, have essential oils in them. No other company can really do that the way that we do it. And so I'm not falling for greenwashing labels and all of those things that you see on the shelves, bottles that look really pretty. Just turn it over and read the ingredients. If it says fragrance on it, just don't even do it, guys. Fragrance can hide thousands and thousands of chemicals because of trade secret laws. They don't have to tell us what's in there, and that's super scary when we're talking about our babies. So, moving on. How's it going? Thanks, Elizabeth. Yeah, it's so important. So, I was really, really excited to use some of my favorite Young Living stuff with the kids once they arrived. But I was even more excited about using our baby line. So we have an entire baby line dedicated. It's called Seedlings, and it's dedicated for little baby skin. So formulated for the littles. So you don't have to be afraid if you're DIYing things or you're not sure about like ratios and things. Proven safe, all right? Proven safe. So I went ahead and stocked up on Seedlings products before the babies have arrived. And I have loved all of them. They smell so, so good. They're gentle and they last forever. One of those being this baby wash. This is just a little baby bottle. This is the second one that I've opened. And the kids are almost a year old, and I got 2 of them, and this is like full. So that's how long this stuff lasts. And again, it's very, very gentle. When we talk about supporting our bodies and our health, we have got to look at the products we use daily. That goes for our cleaning products, our body products, lotions, things like that. If we're putting chemicals and toxins on our body that are fighting against our endocrine systems, our reproductive health, damaging our skin cells and things like that, our body can't keep us strong and healthy in other areas. So that's why we like to ditch the toxic stuff and use products like this. This stuff is amazing. Lotion. This is probably our 3rd bottle is my guess. But I love it. Soaks in really, really well. But this is what I want to talk to you all about. This is our baby oil. And I love little baby massages. I think it's so sweet. When our babies were super tiny, I really wanted to start creating an environment for them when we were winding down for the evening, trying to understand what a routine could look like, and I just wanted that hands-on experience that Skin to Skin can do. It does awesome things for emotional and mental development for our babies. So I started baby oil massages every evening before we put them in PJs and swaddled them up. We go through this a lot because we still do it every single night. It's part of our nighttime routine, just like the size of like a nickel, and we massage it all over, and they smell so good. I love it so much. And again, very gentle. I've been using this on the babes since they were a month old, maybe. I don't really, that was a very hazy time, guys. So I love this. You can do massages with your lotion. We use the lotion after bath time, and really cover all the things, all the dry areas that they might have. But this is our massage oil for every single night. I also, I don't want to get ahead of myself. One more product I wanted to highlight is we have a diaper rash cream, and it's amazing. Love this stuff. And it has zinc oxide in it, 14%, which is really awesome. But when you're putting things on babies' bums and other places, please make sure your ingredients are pure, okay? That's all I'm gonna say about that. So those are just some products that we love that I use on the babies. They have Seedlings baby wipes, which we use now fully. I used to just use it to wipe them down their faces and things like that, and I was using another wipe, but now we are full 100% Seedlings wipes, and I love it. They're stretchy, they're big, they last forever. I was excited about my in-person hang because I was going to pass this around so you could feel it and smell them because they smell so good. I know a lot of people who love to use these as like makeup wipe removers or body wipes. They're awesome. Love them. So those are just all the Seedlings products that we use. I don't have to run out to the store and grab anything else. I don't even Amazon Prime anything. It comes in my monthly order. Don't have to worry about it. Pretty amazing. But I want to talk to you about oils. Okay, here's one of my favorite things about this. Like all of these oils that I'm about to talk about, with the exception of like 3, all come in our starter kit. So you can like totally do this with just one easy purchase. So just wanted to like throw that out there with you. But when and how do we use oils? Routines, guys. Kids love routines. It helps us run our home. And so oils are just a part of our daily routine. So the most routine-based thing we have is our nighttime routine. first thing I do is I fill up our diffusers. I've got, that's the Desert Mist back there. We have one in the nursery as well. And I walk around and fill those up. So most of the time I'm diffusing Peace and Calming. I do about 3 or 4 drops in there. And then I turn it on to the third setting, which basically it's like 10 seconds on, 10 seconds off or something like that. And it makes it last up about 10 hours. Peace and Calming is formulated to calm our minds and help us relax. I diffuse it for myself for years, but it goes in the littles' rooms at night. But if we are looking for something that's a little more supporting, we do a little bit different. So I often will do lavender and frankincense. Let me tell you, a lot of people are like nervous about what oils to use for their kids. What's the most genteel? I have been using frankincense with my babies since day one. I trust it. I love it. It is like super grounding. It's very calming. It's awesome for our skin. It's awesome for our emotions. And so I really, really love this one. And it's really good for, you know, the air we breathe. So I diffuse frankincense and lavender oftentimes at night as well, when we just need a little more support. And then we have this blend. This is called Sniffles, and it's a part of our Kid Sense line. So we have a line of about 5 or 6 oils that are formulated for kiddos, so a little more gentle, and they have they're already diluted for them. So I will put this on topically, but I also diffuse this when we need Sniffles and lavender as well. I love to pair those together. And side note, before I move on with our routine, guys, when we are talking about using products with our kids, especially topically, I want you to think about it the same way every mama thinks about anytime we introduce anything to our kids, okay? We analyze skin, we analyze diapers and snot and things like that. When we introduce new foods, we do it slowly, incrementally. Whenever we try new things, we are just cautious, and we know our kids best. We know what they're sensitive to, what they can handle. We know what they need. So trust your mama instinct. You know your kid best. Just like I have learned the difference between both Ada and Ronan. I treat them differently, just like I want you to treat your kids differently. You know what to do, okay? So I know I've learned what works well in my kiddos, and I want you to do the same thing. Start slow, watch, use caution, but we're also talking about plants here, okay? So just keep that in mind as we move forward. So the diffusers are going at night. We are doing our baby oil massages during diaper changes. And then sometimes I like to roll on Peace and Calming along their feet, which is a great place to put your oils. This roller has made it so easy. I have this stuck in our diaper bag. And then we have what I like to call a wellness roller that sits on the shelf as well. And I've shared this recipe before, but our wellness roller has changed as our kids have gotten older. It started with just frankincense, lavender, and an oil called Copaiba. Another really gentle, great oil to have on hand. It's right here. And we have, I'm pretty sure I just have some fractionated coconut oil in that. And we roll that either along their spine or on their chest or on their feet. Now, when your babies are super tiny, you want to start smaller with what you're applying. So sometimes if you have your roller pre-diluted, you just go like this, roll it on your hand, rub it together, and then you're going to take their feet and just hold on to them. So that's a really good way to start when your babies are tiny. I did that for a long time. Frankincense, I did this with Ronan when he around 3 months old. He was going through a little tough time. I would put a drop on my hand and I would roll it together like this. and then I would either place it on his chest, his feet, or on his head. Now he's a big old fat chunk, and I just put a drop on there and rub it in, kind of rub it down his back, and then let him inhale as well whenever we need that support. So that's a little trick to have. So we've done our baby massage, we've maybe added some peace and calming to their toes, we've put on our wellness roller, the diffuser's going, and then we lay them to bed. We've got a sound machine, blackout curtains, my babies sleep really, really well, love it. Throughout the day, we often use our oils during diaper changes. It's a really good reminder when to use your oils is when you've got them laid out, you got all your stuff next to you, grab your oils as well. So I like to keep oils near diaper change stations. Again, wellness roller, really easy. Diaper change, roll this on their feet while they're wiggling around. Lately we've been using a lot of Sniffles. You can put a drop of this in your hand, again, go like this and cup it, depending on how tiny your baby is. Again, my kids are over 20 pounds in big chunks, so we do a drop and we massage it in. I hear a baby. Is he coming for me? As far as dilution, let me find this. Sorry, now I hear them and now I'm distracted. Roller bottles are your best friend, okay? So an overall general rule for babies, little babies, is about a tablespoon of carrier oil to a drop of your oil. So basically fill this up, put a couple drops in it, and start that way. That is the best way to start slow, okay? That's what I did in the beginning. I love these. And as you all comment, guys, I have a bunch of these that I still want to fill up and send to you. So comment, let me know you're here, and I will start fairy dusting oils on everyone. So that's a really good way to start. You can also keep your carrier oil dropper bottles on hand. This one's empty, but I can refill it. And this is kind of what I do mostly now. I just take and do a drop of carrier oil, a drop of essential oil, rub together, and rub it wherever I need it, okay? Oftentimes their little toesies are on their chest or their back. We have another KidSense oil called Tummy Dries, formulated for gentle tummies. I used this when Ada had trouble with her switching formulas and things like that. I diluted it pretty heavily for her and rubbed it and kept it on her tummy, did little tummy massages and circular motions. Loved, loved, loved this one. Especially as your kids get older, that's going to be an amazing one to have on hand to support little tummies, okay? I'm trying to think, where else am I? Okay, Another part of our daily routine is supplements. So when the babies turned 6 months and I started introducing them to solid foods, I introduced them to Ningxia Red as well. This is our superfruit antioxidant drink. Off the charts antioxidants, guys. It's amazing. It's crazy on the ORAC scale, so it helps fight free radicals in your body. It's really tasty. The kids are obsessed with it, and I dilute it for them. So I do a 1-to-1 ratio. You can start way more diluted. You can just do a little dash, that kind of thing. Now, if we hit a season where our bodies need more support, I might up that a little bit, but they get it with their breakfast. I ordered these things on Amazon. They're silicone straws, and they come with these little lids and little like jelly mason jars, which I have a ton of those. And that's what I put it in. Ningxia Red has a ton of citrus oils in it as well. And so, and that berry, Ningxia Wolfberry, can stain things like plastics. So I don't like to put anything in plastics that are gonna break down over time. So I use glass and silicone. So that's a really smart trick. They get this in the morning and they love it. They also get a vitamin D drop that was recommended by our pediatrician. Don't do that unless your pediatrician tells you to, like mine did. So they get that in their sippy cups during lunch. And then we do a probiotic in the evenings, again recommended by my pediatrician. So talk to yours about that. Gut health is where everything starts. So that was really important for me. So they've been on a probiotic and Ningxia Red since they were 6 months old. And it has really, really done wonders for us. And I like to know what's going in their bodies, but also that I'm supporting them in every way that I can, especially having 2 little preemies going through the winter season. I was not breastfeeding once we hit the winter season, and so I wanted really to make sure that they were getting everything that they needed, and it's really helped, guys. It's really helped us personally. Another thing that we do as part of our weekly routine are detox baths. I post about these a lot, and I get a lot of questions. I use about half a cup of Epsom salts, and that's when I do a big tub. If you're doing a little tiny baby tub, maybe cut it back for your first one and see how your kids do. It's just salts, guys. It's really okay. If your baby's having like tummy issues and things like that, detox baths are awesome. My pediatrician recommended doing Epsom salt soaks when the babies were little. As they've gotten older, I add my essential oils to that. The one that we like to do the most is we add frankincense and lavender for sure. These are super important for supporting our bodies, and when we're doing those detox baths, pulling out the yuck that we're surrounded with and supporting it with good things like this. Frankincense and lavender, super gentle. Let's see, a cup of Epsom salts, like a few drops of each. I don't count. One thing I will add is I love to put lemon in that detox bath. Hey, Emily. I'm glad you're here. I wish you were here in my house, but you know how it goes. I love adding lemon to this. Ada's skin is like, she doesn't react to anything, so I add lemon to this when I do detox baths. Lemon is a really great detox oil. Google it. You have resources at your fingertips. Ronan has more sensitive skin. He has my skin, and so I've noticed that he doesn't do so great with lemon, so I don't put it in his. That's how that works, guys. You read the room. So if your kids are not feeling up to par, up your detox baths, but it's a really good thing just to add to your weekly routine. That is what we tried to do. I've been on for a while, Emily. I'm sorry, but you can watch the replay. One more thing to mention, and then I wanted to get Ronan in here and show you guys a couple of things before I go. Emotions. The essential oils that we have are so powerful and formulated to help support our emotions as well. We have to remember that when we think about our little kids. They don't have a lot of ways to communicate with us other than screaming and snuggling and things like that. Again, this goes to you know your kids best and what they need. But supporting emotions, separation situations, just changes in atmosphere and environment. I love this oil called Valor. A really awesome blend. I pour this on myself. It has oils like blue tansy in it, frankincense, geranium, black spruce. It's really good at supporting moods and calming anything that's happening. So dilute this one, add it to a massage. You can make your own massage with coconut oil or almond oil. That's a really good one to do. And you can diffuse this. Again, a drop on the scalp, massaging that in is really good when you're just having a tough day. Put it on another way to do it, if you have tiny babies, put a drop on your chest, rub it in, and then just do some skin to skin. I love doing that. Wearing oils yourself so your babies get that scent. They benefit from that just as much as you are. Let me see if I can snag a baby real fast. Hey, can you bring me Ronan? Okay. I just wanted to show you guys how I do this. Hi, buddy. Come here. You want to say hi to everybody? So this is my giant chunk of a son. Look at you. So big and handsome. He loves holding rollers and chewing on these silicone things. These are our rollers. We always say we gotta put our oils on. We gotta put our, I think Ada's jealous. So this is just frankincense. Just put some drops on his head. Rub it in. Rub it in. You smell it? Mmm. Mmm. And then we have, let's do, he's gonna be so calm. Let's do Sniffles. I've been using this a lot this week. He's teething, and that's okay because that's his teething roller. I'm going to, this is literally what I do. I hold babies and balance them and just try to find ways to stick oils on them. See, it's not that hard, is it, huh? You want to smell it? So, he's got lots of teeth coming in, which is really great. So exciting, right? And this is his teething roller. It has lavender, copaiba in it. Yeah, and so this is a really easy one to do. We just put it on, tickle, 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 tickle. We just put it underneath our jawline. Can I rub that in for you? So sometimes you can do this. You can rub it in with your hand or roll it on with your hand. And then you can just find those teeth that are coming in. What do you think? Yeah. Another trick that is really awesome through the winter time is having rose ointment on hand. It's like a super moisturizing salve. We often put that under noses and cheeks, which his isn't bad right now, but we just do that. Easy peasy, huh? So we'd have our nice moisturized little skin, super gentle. He's looking at all the fun things. And that's really how that's a routine right there. That's how we put oils on, and he smells so good. Just soak that up. Everyone's like, I love baby smell. I'm like, my babies are like a walking diffuser. I love it so much. Don't you love it? Yes, we do. Before I hop off, I've got two things, guys. I've talked about just products we love to have on hand, oils and when we use them, being empowered, reading signs. You know your kids best. Introduce it to them, make it fun. You have these tools. They're gentle, they're high quality, we trust them. Another thing that is a must right now is this. This is what we clean everything with. It's our Thieves Cleaner Concentrate. We swipe down the floor, cribs, their high chair trays. This is what I mop floor with. It is so gentle, and now that they're crawling around on the floor, it's really important what's getting on their skin and things like that. We love this, and I just wanted to remind you guys that that's an important side of things too, is your cleaning products. He's such a chill, oily baby. That's what Aunt Tiny says. Yeah, he smells so good. Love it. So let me know if you have questions. I'm going to post a slide with accounts that you can follow to learn more, including some resources for you to look into. If you've not yet tried our baby oil, if you have not yet tried Peace and Calming, let me know, because I have some of these guys sitting around and I would love to send you some. If you're like, I really am curious about the whole product thing or cleaning thing, let's talk. We're in this together, guys, and we're just doing the best that we can. The best place to start is somewhere, right? Yeah. All right. Let me know if you have any questions. You've got this, guys. Have a really nice Saturday.